listening to DINO 106.5, bringing you the greatest Mesozoic hits, spanning all the way from the Triassic, the Jurassic, and the Cretaceous period. Now, here's the Dinosaur Review for Kids.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Dinosaur Review for Kids podcast. My name is Dinosaur Ranger Anthony, and I first off want to tell you guys thank you so much for tuning in as I've gone about my prehistoric podcast journey. I can't believe we're already on to episode number 4. I've been having tons of fun reviewing each and every one of these dinosaur species and putting them on our official fossil scale. 1 fossil being some of the worst dinosaurs and 10 fossils being some of the best dinosaurs. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Now a little bit about me again real quick. I'm the owner and lead dinosaur ranger for Stomp Chomp Roar, and we provide mobile and virtual prehistoric themed education and entertainment for a number of venues, and you can learn more about us at stompchomproar.com. A little bit of company news this week, you guys. We're already getting bookings for 2022. Can you believe that? I had a great week last week, putting in some great bookings for the end of this year into 2022, and I just couldn't believe it, and I was just so blessed and happy to start getting those bookings, you guys. We also went and did a public event this last weekend for our friends at Fat Brain Toys. We went and seen all the kiddos out there. We had tons of fun, and I can't wait to go back and see them at Fat Brain Toys. So thank you guys for having us. We also went and did a birthday party yesterday on Sunday, and we did it for 5-year-old Max and 4-year-old Danica and Reagan. So happy birthday to you 3. I had tons of fun with you guys out there in Gretna, Nebraska. We are just having tons of fun, you guys, and thank you guys so much. You guys can also become official Junior Dinosaur Rangers. Yes, official Junior Dinosaur Rangers as part of our Patreon club. Just search Stomp Chomp Roar on Patreon. You get monthly Zoom lessons, a monthly Donuts and Dinosaurs roundtable, and so much exclusive content that you won't find on any of my social media platforms. Now, it's time to dig right in to the Dinosaur Review for Kids. We're doing episode number 4. It's our 4th dinosaur species, and today we're going to do it on our first sauropod dinosaur. You guys, I love sauropods ever since the Land Before Time movies. When I was only about 5-6 years old, I fell in love with my first sauropod, you guys. I was just so amazed with that show, and I fell deeply in love with a long-necked dinosaur. So, today, podcast number 4, we are going to do it on the Amargasaurus. I'm going to go ahead and pull up our official Junior Dinosaur Ranger scorecard right here, our Dinosaur Review for Kids scorecard. You guys, you can remember, you can print this Dinosaur Review for Kids scorecard off on my website, stompchomproar.com. Go to the Science Lab tab, and you will see the post for the Dinosaur Review for Kids, and you'll be able to print off the scorecard for free, you guys, for free. You can print off that scorecard. So, I'll pull it up for my videocast YouTube watchers right now. Dinosaur Review for Kids scorecard. We're doing it on the Amargasaurus. It is a sauropod dinosaur from the Mesozoic era. What does its name mean? It's the Amarga Lizard, you guys. It was found down in the Amarga Formation down in Argentina, South America, and we'll get to a little bit more about where it was found toward the end of the review. But what is the dinosaur order, you guys, for the Amargasaurus? It is a Saurischian dinosaur. That means it is lizard-hipped. Its pubis points downward and to the front. It's a lizard-hipped dinosaur. So first, it's a dinosaur. Its suborder is a Saurischian, and then it becomes a sauropod. It falls in the sauropods family. What is a sauropod, you guys? It's a quadrupedal herbivore. What's that mean? Quadrupedal means it walks on 4 legs. Herbivore means it eats plants. So it's a sauropod. It has that long neck, walks on 4 legs, eats plants, and then it falls in the Dicraeosaurids family. So that's where we find the Amargasaurus at, in the Dicraeosaurids family. So how big was this dinosaur? What is its length, its height, its weight? You guys, this is a lot smaller sauropod than its behemoth cousins that are in the late Jurassic period, you guys. So this guy, he's only up to 33 feet long and up to 8 feet tall. 8 feet tall, you guys, just a couple feet taller than I am. Those gigantics, the Brachiosaurus, Argentinosaurus, you know, they're going 40 50 feet tall, you guys. So our Amargasaurus only 8 feet tall. He is a lot smaller sauropod than those other sauropod counterparts. And he's getting up to 3 tons in weight. Now, let's talk about its speed a little bit. From all my research, I've seen he's around 30 miles per hour, which was a little bit surprising at first. But after seeing how short this guy is, how small he is, he's giving a lot bigger stride than all those larger, heavier other sauropods, so he was falling in around 30 miles per hour. Now, what is the weapons? What's the defense of this sauropod, the Amargasaurus? So he is a herbivore, so he's going to have some more defensive characteristics. And it starts off, you guys, with those 2 rows of spines that grew from their backbone along their neck, back, and tail. And it's covered in a skin-like, and it's creating a sail. Now, what is this sail used for? There's a few different, scientists believe there's a few different, maybe ideas for what the sail was used for. So let's go over them. Maybe protection. Maybe it protected it from the carnivore dinosaurs. Picture the Amargasaurus bending over, his neck's down in the water, getting a little sip from the lagoon. Now, if a carnivore comes up, tries to get its neck, that sail is there for a little bit of protection. It's helping protect him. Next, maybe some thermal regulation, you guys. If dinosaurs are truly cold-blooded animals, which I believe they fall somewhere in the middle of cold and warm-blooded, I call it dinosaur-blooded. Well, if they are a little bit more cold-blooded, maybe they are absorbing the sun's energy for warmth and energy throughout the day. So maybe its sail was grabbing those heat rays from the sun and giving it energy. Now, next, maybe it could have different colors on it for mating, maybe so that it could attract it to some of the girl Amargasauruses, or maybe just so that they could tell each other apart in the herd. Next, maybe it's dominance. Maybe it makes it look taller. So it makes it, since they are a lot smaller than those other sauropods, it's using its sail to gain a little bit more advantage to some of the other animals in the area. Makes it look a little bit bigger, giving it more dominance. Also, there's a crazy theory that maybe it could slap the sails together and put off some kind of weird noise. But I'm really thinking it's for defense. Maybe it had some cool colors on it, or, you know, kind of like our fingernails, how we have an individual fingernail print. Maybe it had some unique characteristics on the sail so they could tell each other apart in the herd. Now, the Amargasaurus also has 5 toes with a thumb claw, you guys. We don't think about herbivores really having claws, but our sauropods, they had a very cool thumb claw that they would have had on their toes. Now, they had that long tail whip too, kind of like the Diplodocus has that huge tail, where our Amargasaurus, he still had a tail. It wasn't nowhere as big, but he could still probably use his tail for maybe some kind of tail whip in defense, or making some kind of noise to alert the herd, or maybe to scare off, spook a carnivore if one was in the area. Now, another defensive item, and this one is big. You guys, it's living in a herd. So just like the Triceratops from a couple podcasts before, or Amargasaurus living in a small herd, that is going to be in his advantage. The size of the herd is in his favor. So when there's 100 of them and you're number 1 and there's 99 more Amargasaurus in the herd, you got a good chance that you're not going to be the one that gets taken out by the carnivore dinosaur, especially if you're a healthy adult. If you're a young or a sick elderly Amargasaurus, then you better watch out. You better stay in the middle of the herd so that you don't get taken out by that carnivore. So the herd is really going to help you in defense. They also have blunt teeth, and they're browsers. So the Amargasaurus, he's going to be a browser. That means he's getting some more of the low-lying vegetation, some of the grasses, maybe some mosses, the cycad plants that are during that time in the Mesozoic era. So those are going to be his defense characteristics, you guys. Now, where did this dinosaur live, and how long did the dinosaur species live during the Mesozoic era? So our Amargasaurus, you guys, is clocking in at 131 to 120 million years ago during the Cretaceous period, and he could have lived to be 100 years old. Now, how do they know that? Just like a tree's trunk, when you cut down a tree, you see all the lines, all the circles in the tree's trunk, and those lines appear with the change in seasons because the tree gets more energy during the summer months than the winter months. So the lines get lighter and darker throughout the seasons. It's the same thing with the dinosaur bones that they found in some of them. They can cut into the bone, into the fossil, and they can see those lines to determine how long something lived here on our planet. So maybe up to 100 years old. And like I mentioned from the beginning, our Amargasaurus is found in the La Marga Formation in Argentina, South America. The holotype, which is the first fossil classified, was found in 1984, and it was almost entirely complete, you guys. This is like hitting the lottery twice. It's like hitting the lottery once if you just find a fossil. But if you find almost a complete fossil, boom, you might as well have won the lottery twice, you guys. So you go get a lottery ticket if you found a nearly complete fossil specimen of a dinosaur. So those are the characteristics, you guys, for our Amargasaurus. Our scorecard is complete. He's 33 feet long, up to 8 feet tall. He's 3 tons. He's running about 30 miles per hour. He's got those spines down his back. He's got that thumb claw. He's got the tail whip. He lives in a herd. What else? What more can we ask for this guy? He's not as big as those other sauropod dinosaurs, but he's got that super cool sail on his back that I'm sure was used in some kind of defense. Maybe it made noise, probably not, but it still looks pretty cool, and I think it would have made him look taller. He would have gave more dominance to his species. So what is going to be our review? What is going to be his fossil score on the official fossil score? Remember, 1 fossil is some of the worst dinosaurs. 10 fossils is some of the best dinosaurs. So I believe I'm going to put this guy, you guys, I'm going to give him, let's go ahead and we'll type it in for our videocast viewers, a 7.4 on the official fossil scale. So 7.4 fossils out of 10 fossils. Still a very good score, you guys. I'm very happy where we put him. He is at the bottom of the pack, or we should say herd, because herbivores live in herds, carnivores live in packs. So our Amargasaurus, he's going to be 7.4. So that is still a very good score, like I said, you guys. He is the lowest of the herd. Our former lowest one was the Triceratops, who scored a 7.6, but now we've got our Amargasaurus, you guys, 7.4 on the official fossil score. We've done 4 species so far, you guys, so we got a few more episodes until we get to episode 10, and that's when we do our first prehistoric cage match, and we'll put the 2 top dinosaurs that we got from the first 9 episodes. The 2 top ones will go one-on-one, and they'll face in a battle if they fought 65 million years ago during the Mesozoic era. Now remember, if you guys want your favorite species featured on a Dinosaur Review for Kids podcast, just email me at stompchomproar.com and I will get your dinosaur added to the list so that you can have your dinosaur featured and given an official fossil score on the Dinosaur Review for Kids podcast. Don't forget to check out my Patreon club. Just search Stomp Chomp Roar on Patreon. I'm about to release the October 2021 Zoom lessons calendar, you guys, and I've got one I'm really excited for. I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek on the Dinosaur Review for Kids podcast. So, one of our Zoom lessons in October is going to be on Jurassic World hybrids, and it's going to be on Halloween Day. So, for you guys that aren't yet an official Dinosaur Ranger, I do my Zoom lessons on Sundays, normally between 1 to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. So Halloween falls on a Sunday this year, so I am going to do a Zoom lesson on Halloween. That's right, on Halloween Day. I know it is Halloween, but we do it during the day, so you'll be able to get your Zoom lesson in before you go out and do all your trick-or-treating, your pumpkin carving, your pumpkin seed eating all that candy and rotting out your teeth. We're going to do a Zoom lesson on the hybrid dinosaurs, like our Indominus Rex, our Scorpius Rex, and our Indoraptor. So it's going to be a super fun lesson, you guys, Halloween Day for our Zoom lesson about those hybrid dinosaurs. So thank you guys again for tuning in as we did a review on our Amargasaurus. 7.4 for Amargasaurus. Still a good score, you guys, so don't feel bad that he's at the bottom of the herd, but it is still a very good score. So remember, you guys, My name is Dinosaur Ranger Anthony, and as always, keep digging for dinosaurs. We'll see you guys later.